What is a pragmatic character? A pragmatic personality is a pragmatic figure who is concerned with what is really going on as it is, more than what may or should be, and thinks about the consequences of all your actions. The pragmatic person focuses on the implementation of concrete actions, and tends to achieve clear beneficial goals, and the pragmatist seeks to implement them in any possible way on the principle of, the end justifies the means. 1. Realism. The pragmatic personality is characterized by being realistic, that is, it looks at things as they are in reality and on this basis determines their position on them, positively or negatively. 2. Clear goals. The pragmatic personality defines what it wants and the goals it seeks to achieve without hesitation, and draws up plans to implement them with extreme precision, and converts its ideas and plans into a tangible reality, and if it discovers that its method is wrong in reaching the goal, it will change it immediately. 3. Take risks into consideration and apply for them. The pragmatic personality does not care to imagine and anticipate the risks, on the contrary, it tries to understand the situations to which it is exposed and focuses on the results, so in order to achieve the goal, it is necessary to risk and be prepared to make mistakes sometimes. 4. Do not care about how others look at it. The pragmatic personality realizes that every action you do is subject to criticism, whether negative or positive, so do not care about the opinion of others about what you do, or trying to please them. The important thing is that what you do contributes to the achievement of the goals that were planned. 5. Prioritization. The pragmatic personality arranges its priorities and proceeds according to specific procedures to reach the achievement of its goals. 6. An effective and organized personality. One of the features of the pragmatist is the efficiency in using time, thanks to the talent or experience he possesses. Thus this person is able to organize and implement his task before others think of the method of implementation. 7. Pride in achievements. The pragmatic character is distinguished by being satisfied with himself and her accomplishments and being proud of them in front of others. 8. Flexibility and adaptability. The pragmatic personality is characterized by being flexible and adaptable to reality and changing circumstances, whether at home or at work. The goal is to complete the task, and as a result, the pragmatic person plans for the future and is rarely confined to changing the surrounding conditions that cannot be controlled. 9. Realistic goals. The pragmatic personality chooses goals that are doable on the ground. For example, a person whose height is less than 160 centimeters will not necessarily be able to achieve a wonderful career as a basketball player. He may dream of that, but it is not a practical goal for a pragmatic personality, who may choose a type of athletics such as gymnastics and succeed in it. 10. Invest wisely. The pragmatic person knows where to spend their money and in what field, and is better at saving to spend their money on vacations. 11. An intelligent person, especially from the point of view of others, and he has common sense. If he discovers that there is a more effective way to achieve his goal, he changes his opinion and adopts the new way to achieve it. 12. The best people in times of crisis. A pragmatist is a person who thinks quickly and rationally in handling crises, and does not waste his time complaining and crying for help. So as soon as he is exposed to a crisis, he tries to assess the situation and act. 13. The pragmatist is a better partner. He is the best in the relationship. He acts according to his nature and according to his convictions, and does not change himself for the sake of the other. Thus he understands his partner's point of view more through the problems and different points of view. Pragmatic personality positives. If you have a friend who is pragmatic, then you are lucky that you will notice the following positives in his personality. 1. Rely on him. You can count on your pragmatic friend to organize an event of yours, such as a birthday or party, as well as the importance of being next to you in times of crisis. 2. He advises you when you hesitate. If you are hesitant about a topic and do not know what to do, all you have to do is ask your pragmatic friend for his opinion and he will advise you of the best option for you. 3. Democrat. He does not impose his opinion on you and accepts your point of view on any topic that you discuss with him. Even if his opinion is contrary to him, he looks from another angle at what you see. 4. Point out the details you may be missing out on. You can rely on pragmatism to illustrate the pros and cons of anything risky you wish to do. 5. Logical analysis. Your pragmatic friend gives you a logical analysis to explain what you face in terms of situations and difficulties, which relieves you of the burden of sudden problems and difficulties in your life. Defects of the pragmatic personality. Each type of personality has its disadvantages and disadvantages, and this applies to the pragmatic personality. So what are its disadvantages and disadvantages? This is what we will know below. 1. Distraction. If you are a pragmatic person, you are realistic, so when you define a specific goal, a monologue, conversation with yourself, will occur about your ability to achieve this goal and if the conditions are right and will help you to do so. 2. Regret for the past. A pragmatic personality often returns to thinking about the correctness of her choices at younger ages. You may think, like a pragmatic person, was it right that you studied this branch? Or worked in this profession? This causes you to regret the past and sometimes to feel sorry for your options. 3. Boredom is one of the tasks entrusted to you. If you are a person who is dependent on others and gives priority to others, whether they are his family or friends, it may lead you to get bored with this situation, and the desire to focus on what you love. You can do this from time to time so that you do not remain this problem bother you. 4. Anxiety about change. The pragmatic personality, although it is flexible, the change worries it. For example, if you work in a company and your reward is good, but you do not like this work or are not satisfied with this type of work, then try to find another job before you leave work you are practicing so that you can reach a job that satisfies you without risking losing an existing job in the hope of working in a profession that is not yet available. 5. Fear of failure. There is a slight difference between setting all scenarios in front of you when carrying out a certain task and being afraid of failure to achieve it, so try to define what you want and do everything you can to succeed. The right way to reach your goal. How to become a pragmatic person. To become a pragmatic person, you do not need to change who you are or how you feel. You only have to change your way of thinking and then your behavior towards situations in life, work, interacting with others and with your personal growth. And how you choose to see your problems, fears, and opportunities. These few pointers may help you achieve this. 1. Don't act on feelings. Since you are acting on your feelings, you should take some time before taking immediate action that you may regret later. With time, your intense feelings gradually stop, and logic begins automatically. You will begin to see more clearly, and you will be able to gain a more realistic sense of the situation. This should help you make the right decisions. Don't be naive. It is okay to empathize with people, but you should also be aware of those who want to use your emotions to achieve their goals. 3. Be rational. Being a pragmatic person does not necessarily mean that you have to just have the basics. You can buy expensive cars, clothes, and appliances if that makes you happy, not imitate others. 4. Make your goals clear. You must have a clear goal for what you do. You must know what your ultimate goal is and what you are trying to achieve with your actions. This way, instead of wasting your time on things that don't contribute to your goal, you can focus on doing the right things to accomplish your tasks. 5. Start with smaller goals, like the day you want everything you do to be happy. Then make a list of the things that make you happy. Suppose that dancing makes you happy, then add dance to your daily routine and check at the end of the day if you have enjoyed dancing and achieved feelings of happiness, no matter how simple. By adding simple actions directed toward the simple goal you want to achieve, you can do so to achieve larger goals at work and other aspects of your life. 6. Be neutral. Try to see things and people in terms of their merits, and do not stick to your ideas. If there is another idea that is more effective to reach your goal, you must be objective enough to realize that, and choose the most effective way to achieve your goal, as you have a colleague who sends you a feeling of distress and cannot stand him. You should try to see the positive things about him that make your interactions with him objective. 7. Do not avoid taking risks. You are not a superhuman, you may make mistakes, and there are always equal chances and 50-50 odds for each decision to fail or succeed. So do not waste your time hesitating and try to be 100% sure of success. Make every effort to achieve your goal. If you fail, you are convinced that you did everything you could and what you are actually capable of in order to succeed. 8. Do not seek approval from others. There is nothing for everyone to agree with. There will always be people who criticize you and your actions, so if you did your best and failed at something and people couldn't see it, then that shouldn't be your problem. You must learn from your experiences and move forward to achieve your goals. 9. Setting priorities. There is a priority in every situation. You need to know your situation. You need to know with each procedure your primary and secondary goals. Suppose you are throwing a birthday party for your wife and inviting her family, friends, and coworkers. It is easy to get overwhelmed. What cake does everyone love? How will you prepare for the party? It will be easier if you prioritize what your wife loves, which may surprise her. Each personality has its pros and cons, and this applies to the pragmatic personality. So if you want to be a pragmatic figure and know what you want and strive to achieve your goals, try to avoid the negatives and pay attention to the defects involved in this type of personality above all.